Welcome to another episode of Rob's Road to Boxing. Let's get it. Alright. I want to get to this fight night recap and talk about a few fights that's gonna come, a few fight previews. But actually, before we get into that, let's talk about this fight that was supposed to happen but didn't happen. The fight between Conor Benn and Chris Eubank. I guess Conor Benn, man, he got caught up for steroid use. So the fight, it didn't transpire. I feel like maybe Conor Benn been using steroids his whole career, man, because he kind of got explosive as fuck out of nowhere. But, I don't know, so I ain't going to really put it on him like that. But just, speculation I got. Another speculation I got is maybe his dad was doing Nigel Benn. Nigel Benn is Conor Benn's father. I feel like Nigel Benn was using steroids his whole career, man. No lie. If you just look at his career, man, he was mean as hell. He never got tired. He was explosive as fuck too. And I feel like it might be a family tradition, man. Honestly, if you haven't seen it, man, go back and watch that fight between Nigel Benn and Gerald McClellan. And yeah, man, look up Gerald McClellan actually right now, and you will see how he is, man. He fucked up. I feel like Nigel Benn. Yeah, man, I feel like he knew what he was doing though. But yeah, man. So they just caught his son for steroid use, like I said. And I'm not gonna speculate what happened in previous fights and was he on steroids or not, and where does he go from here? That's what I want to know, because I feel like he need to at least a year suspension, man. At least a year, man. They said that steroid they caught him on was, some pretty crazy shit, like like it'll give you a clear advantage in the ring. I think it said it was like stamina or reproducing or some crazy shit. I don't know. But yeah, man, nonetheless, man, the fight didn't happen. I feel like Chris Eubank Sr. maybe blew the horn, because he was saying that he didn't want his son to even get in there. Like, he's a middleweight. He's fighting a welterweight. He felt like, because Chris Eubank Jr. was going to cut like 4 or 5 pounds. He didn't want his son to do that and, take the fluid off his brain and feel like, risk brain injury in the fight. But, yeah, I feel like he maybe blew the whistle, like I said, because he knows, man, Nigel Benn probably was on steroids his whole career. He probably his son do steroids, and his son losing weight to go fight his son on steroids. Man, hell no. When it all came out, he was saying like, "Bet they'll try to murder my son. They'll try to murder him. Set my son up for to get killed, man." Eddie Hearn and Nigel Benn and Conor Benn. So he's outraged right now, as he should be. You understand me? And yeah, man, I feel like Conor Benn, man, he got to get it together, man, because everybody looking at you like a druggie right now, pimp. Everybody looking at you like that. But yeah, let's talk about the fights that actually did happen. Saturday, October 8th. First fight I want to talk about, first card I want to talk about is the PBC card. PBC is Al Haymon. Floyd Mayweather says he's with PBC, but I'm really not that sure. I don't know, so I'm not gonna say he is or he isn't. But yeah. All right, so Al Haymon, all those guys. All right, we're gonna get into the Sebastian Fundora, Carlos Ocampo card that happened in Carson, California. It's an outdoor fight. It was for the IBF. Well, the first fight I'm gonna talk about on the undercard was for the IBF Junior Bantamweight title. It was a 12-round contest. Junior Bantamweight, 115 pounds, if you didn't know. It was between Fernando Martinez and Jaron Akers. It was actually a rematch, man. The first fight for Martinez got the best of Akers, who was actually the champ at that time for a long time. And took his belt from him. Fernando Martinez is promoted by, what's my guy name? Marcos Maidana. There we go. All right, let's get into it. Fernando Martinez, he was 14-0, 8 KOs. General Akers was 33-2, 2 draws, 22 KOs. It was kind of an underwhelming fight. I thought Akers would do better. He said he felt like he can beat Martinez. Is the reason he took the rematch against Martinez, and he didn't prove that, man. Martinez basically did the same thing he did the first fight. Put, hella pressure on Akers. That's what he is. He's a pressure fighter, like a Sean Porter type. So yeah, he just put hella pressure on him, and yeah, man, basically got him out of there, man. It was a unanimous decision win for Martinez. One judge having a 118-110. The other 2 judges having a 109 and 119 for your winner, Fernando Martinez. All right. Well, let me elaborate a little bit before I move on. I feel like Martinez, he's a nice junior bantamweight. I feel like he need to work on his aggression though, because he's aggressive, which is good, but he needs to, direct his aggression the right way. He's just aggressive for nothing sometimes in there. He needs to be aggressive to set things up. But he's still young, so he has time to work. I want to see Martinez. I mean, he's the champ. He just defended his belt. We got some good 115-pounders, man. So, yeah, let's do it. All right, let's get into the next fight I seen on the undercard. It was a 10-round contest at 160 pounds. 160 pounds is middleweight, if you didn't know. It's between Carlos Adams and Juan Montiel. Carlos Adams was 21-1, 16 KOs. Juan Montiel was 23-5, 2 draws, 23 KOs. Man, Juan Montiel, as you see, every fight he wins by KO. If he don't KO you, he ain't winning. You see his record, 23-5 with 23 KOs. Yeah, Stevie. So I already knew somebody in this fight was gonna go to sleep, man. And both fighters were saying they was gonna knock out the other, so I was like, let's see who's telling the truth, man. Carlos Adams, he's from the Dominican Republic, actually. He's and he put on for the Dominican Republic, man. He got Juan Montiel out of there in the 3rd round, stopping him after a slew of punches, man. An onslaught that the ref felt like was too much for Montiel, causing the ref to stop the fight, giving Carlos Adams a 3rd round TKO win, beating Juan Montiel, who gave Jamal Charlo. I say, man, I probably wanted Jamal Charlo. He be having some slugfest though. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna say one of the hardest fights he had, but he had a slugfest with Sergey Derevyanchenko. He had a slugfest. He be having slugfest with a few people, but slugfest with Montiel was looked like a hard ass fight for him. And Carlos Adams got rid of Montiel in easy fashion, very easy work, man. So that's something to think about, man. I don't know if he'd get rid of Charlo. Shit. Different fights, different styles, but I mean different fighters, different styles. But yeah, something to think about. Alright, let's get into the main event. On that card, it was a 12-round contest at junior middleweight. Junior middleweight is 154 pounds, if you didn't know. It was between Carlos Ocampo and Sebastian Fundora. Carlos Ocampo was 34-1, 22 KOs. Sebastian Fundora was 19-0, 1 draw, 13 KOs. All right, Carlos Ocampo was actually seeking his 13th straight win. Only loss he suffered was from Errol Spence Jr., and that's nothing to be ashamed of. But it was a 1st round KO loss versus Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. went to the body, which he does, and got rid of Ocampo, man. But yeah, like I said, Ocampo ain't lost in 13 straight fights after that. But Fundora was trying to end it, which he did. Fundora came out trying to use his reach more, looking long in there, which he hella long. He like 6'6", but he fights inside, so he don't use his reach. But he was using his reach this fight, at least to like the fourth round, man, when he started going back inside, you know, and doing what's comfortable to him, man, going to his uppercut, going to his hooks. Freaking, and yeah, end up getting Carlos Ocampo out of there. Not as easy as Errol Spence, man. It was a unanimous decision win for Fundora. One judge having it 117-111, another judge having it 118-110, and the final judge having it 119-109 for your winner, Sebastian Fundora. Continue on his winning ways. You know, man, he says Darrell Charlo is on his radar. That's what he wants, and that's who he's, you know, he's pursuing, man. But I don't think I know. Darrell Charlo has a fight with Tim Tszyu. I think it's in December or January. So he's tied up right now. But I think if Darrell Charlo and Sebastian Fundora do fight, you know, it's gonna be a hell of a fight, bro. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. Because what Sebastian Fundora showed me against Erickson Lubin, that Sebastian Fundora, he's a dog. He'll give anybody a, you know, hard out. And man, this one I seen against Carlos Ocampo, no lie, I feel like, you know, it was underwhelming. But you know, like I said, styles make fights, so we shall see. I got faith in my guy Sebastian Fundora, but I'll probably give that edge to Darrell Charlo, no lie. He's the undisputed champ at 154. So yeah, man, put some respect on his fucking name, man. But nonetheless, good job, Sebastian Fundora. Also, his sister, Gabriela Fundora, also scored a win on the undercard, man. I didn't get to see her fight, but I did, you know, hear that it was a win. So good job, Gabriela. All right, let's get into the fights that's gonna, hold on. Oh shit. All right, let's get into the fights that's going to transpire this week coming, Saturday, October 15th. All right, first fight I want to talk about is going to be in Melbourne, Australia, on ESPN Plus, on Top Rank. Top Rank is Bob Arum by itself, really. But he got a team, so all those guys. All right, it's going to come on at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's for the WBC, WBO, IBF, WBA Lightweight Championship Belts of the World. It's a 12-round contest. Well, the main event is a 12-round contest of 135 pounds. 135 pounds is lightweight, if you didn't know. It's a rematch between Devin Haney and George Kambosos. Devin Haney is 28-0, 15 KOs, 23 years of age, orthodox style fighter, stands at 5'8" with a 71-inch reach. He's from where I'm from, Oakland, California, but he's living in Vegas right now. His last fight, as I stated, was a unanimous decision win against George Kambosos Jr. All right, and his opponent, George Kambosos Jr. He's 20-1, 10 KOs, 29 years of age, orthodox style fighter, stands at 5'9" with a 68-inch reach from Sydney, Australia. His last fight was a unanimous decision loss to Devin Haney. Like I just said, yeah, man, the first fight was easy work for Dev, man. He just basically used his jab the whole night and got rid of my man Georgie. Yeah, man, I don't see this fight being no different. If anything, it might be, you know, get a little uglier for George, man. Dev might, you know, jab him to death and then follow up with the right hand this time and get him out of there, man. You know, which I wouldn't be surprised if it, you know, was the case. Yeah, man. Dev is the truth, man. If Dev do get this win, a lot of people, you know, Shakur Stevenson just called him out. They say Lomachenko's next. So, Dev, man, you got a full plate at 135, or he can move up. If I was you, I'll move up, no lie. I'll go get that Lomachenko work, then I'll move up, man. Get away from Shakur Stevenson. Get away from that man. No lie. You from where I'm from. I got faith in you. And I got faith, man. I ain't gonna, man. I'll move up though. Let's just move on. All right, let's get to the. Well, I already got into his opponent, so I'm tripping. But yeah, man. On the undercard, let's talk about the undercard. On the undercard of that fight, you got Andrew and Jason Maloney. Basically, the only standout names that people might know. Other than that, it's kind of a mediocre undercard, just like the first fight. A lot of Aussies that people don't know who they're trying to give recognition, put them on for the Australian crowd, so they'll stay interested. But I don't know what they're doing, but like I said, it's not too interesting on the undercard, just like the first fight. All right, let's get to the next fight that's gonna happen on Saturday, October 15th, with the next fight card. This fight card is in London. It's also gonna be on ESPN Plus. ESPN Plus is Bob Brown, Top Rank, all those guys. It's gonna be on at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. It's for the WBC, IBF, and WBA and WBO championship belts of the world. All right. The main event is a 10-round contest in middleweight. Middleweight is 160 pounds. If you didn't know, it's between Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall. Claressa Shields is 12-0, 2 KOs, 27 years of age. She's an orthodox style fighter. She stands at 5'8" with a 68-inch reach. She's from Flint, Michigan. Her last fight was it don't even matter. I was looking at her record. This is her third undefeated fighter in a row she's fought. Fuck the last opponent. She done fought three undefeated fighters in a row. So she beating undefeated people. Fuck the names. So, all right, her opponent, Savannah Marshall. She's 12-0, 10 KOs. Oh, she knocking people out. Okay. Compared to Claressa, 12-0 with only 2 KOs. So Savannah Marshall, she's a power puncher, man. Look out, Claressa. She's 31 years of age. She's an orthodox style fighter. She stands at 5'11 and a half. So she's a big girl also. And she's from the UK, which is where the fight is going to take place. So it's going to be and I hear she's big over there, so it's going to be a big fight over there, man. Freaking, they're going to sing Sweet Caroline and all this shit. It's a all-woman card, nothing but women on the card. Freaking, which is, amazing for women boxing. I really like that, man. I feel like, Claressa Shields going to get the win. She's the fucking GOAT. I feel like it's going to be a unanimous decision win because, she doesn't knock out too many people. But she got to look out for some Savannah Marshall power because she does have that. So we'll, see how that transpires. But, I got Claressa Shields by unanimous decision. All right. Let's get on to their co-main. It's for the WBO, IBF, and WBC championship belts of the world. It's a 10-round contest at lightweight. Lightweight is 135 pounds, if you didn't know. It's between Michaela Mayer and Alicia Baumgartner. Michaela Mayer is 17-0 with 5 KOs. She's 32 years of age. She's an orthodox style fighter. She stands at 5'9" with a 66.5-inch reach. She's from Woodland Hills, California. And her opponent, Alicia Baumgartner, she's 12-1 with 7 KOs. She's 28 years of age. She's an orthodox style fighter. She stands at 5'6", and she's from Fremont, Ohio. Freaking, no lie, I haven't seen much of Alicia Baumgartner, but I know Michaela Mayer, she's an Olympian, and she has a good boxing pedigree, man. I don't see her losing, Well, I haven't seen Alicia Baumgartner, so she might be the fucking truth. She might be a world beater. I don't know. But yeah, man, I don't know. Michaela Mayer, she's nice. She's nice. That's all I have to say about that fight. I don't really have too much, information on that fight, so I'm move forward. All right. The next fight I want to talk about, the next card I want to talk about is going to happen the same night, Saturday, October 15th. This card is going to be between Deontay Wilder and Robert Helenius. It's going to be in Brooklyn, New York on PBC on Fox pay-per-view. PBC is Al Haymon and all those guys. Yeah, pay-per-view contest. I didn't get the time. If you're interested, man, you go get the time. Check that shit out. You know, it's the internet where I got to type in Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius. All right, let's get into it. Deontay Wilder, he's 42-2, 1 draw, 41 KOs, 36 years of age. He's an orthodox style fighter. He stands at 6'7" with an 83-inch reach from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. His last fight was back-to-back losses to Tyson Fury, man. The first one being a 7th round KO loss, and the second being an 11th round KO loss. Which both fights I thought he was gonna win, man. Well, the second one he got KO, I thought he was gonna. I don't know about that one. But the first one I thought he was gonna win, and then Tyson Fury KO'd his ass in the 7th round. Then the second one, he was doing good. He was looking nice. And then he got KO'd in 11. Looked like he died. I was like, "Is he dead down there? God damn! Somebody go help Big D." But pause. But yeah, man. Fury beat the hell out of that boy. Beat the fight out of him until he was ready to retire. But I'm happy he didn't. Because it's a lot more in you. Or shit. I guess this fight, we gonna see if it's a lot more left in you. I think it is. But I just think Tyson Fury just big as hell, man. Pause. And he, man, yeah, he just, some guys you just can't beat. I mean, I don't even like to say you just can't beat. Because you could do anything you put your mind to, I feel. But sometimes people just got your number, man. He had your number, man. You know, you ain't the baddest nigga in the world. But, all right, man. This is comeback fight. So let's see if he can come back with a vengeance against Robert Helenius. Robert Helenius is 31-3, 20 KOs, 38. Ooh, shit. They both OGs. Robert, like, yeah, 38 though. 38 years of age. He's an orthodox style fighter. He stands at 6'6.5" with a 79-inch reach. He's from Sweden, but he's living in Finland. His last fight was back-to-back wins versus Adam Kwanaki, who was nice, man. Kwanaki, I ain't gonna lie. The first fight they fought, I just knew, and everybody knew Kwanaki was gonna, win that fight against Helenius, and Helenius shocked the world, man, with a first, with a 4th round TKO against Kwanaki in that first fight. And in the second fight, it was a 6th round TKO, man. So he's a hot fighter coming in against a cold fighter, man. So this is hot versus cold. So we want to see. So I'm interested to see, what's gonna prevail, man. The guy who's coming off of 2 wins or the guy who's coming off of 2 losses, man. We shall see, man. We shall see. All right, let's get into their undercard. Quick prediction. I feel like I want to say Deontay Wilder, man, gonna get that W, man. But I ain't gonna lie, Robert Helenius, he's been looking nice. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Robert Helenius gonna get the win against Deontay Wilder, and yeah, man, really show Deontay Wilder, man. Well, man. I would say, man, that I thought Deontay Wilder had a little bit more left in the tank, man. But he went up. He do got more left in the tank, like I was saying, but you going against Robert Helenius, I don't feel like that was a good matchmaking for PBC and Al Haymon to throw him in there with him. They should throw him in there with somebody who was a little colder, because I feel like Helenius going to get this win, man, and that might, be the cherry on the cake, or the cherry on the pie, whatever the saying is, that, have him ready to hang it up, man. But, yeah, man, I'm going to give it to Helenius. I think Helenius going to get he might get a KO. He might get a KO, man. Let's see. All right, let's get to the undercard. First fight I'm going to talk about on the undercard is a 12-round contest of super middleweight. Super middleweight is 160 pounds. Well, 168 pounds, if you didn't know. It's between Caleb Plant and Anthony Darrell. Caleb Plant is 21-1 with 12 KOs, 30 years of age. He's an orthodox style fighter, stands at 6'1" with a 74-inch reach from Nashville, Tennessee. But he's living in Las Vegas. His last fight was the 11th round KO loss to Canelo Alvarez in November of 2021. He was doing good in that fight all the way up until that 11th round when Canelo caught up with him and knocked him down there almost to the rope. But yeah, man, this is comeback fighting. So let's see if we can come back and get a win against Anthony Darrell, who's 34-2, 2 draws, 37 years of age. He's an orthodox style fighter. He stands at 6'2" with a 74.5-inch reach. He's from Flint, Michigan. His two losses came against, one loss came against Badou Jack, and the other loss came against David Benavidez, man. He's only ever been KO'd one time in his career, which was against David Benavidez. Same for Caleb Plant, though. He only got KO once against Canelo Alvarez. So, both guys are durable, man. Have a good chance, man. Anthony Darrell, he is coming off of a win, though. It was against an opponent who was 15-4, but it was a 4th-round KO win. So, his confidence is probably a little, okay. But, Plant, he's coming off with, an L. So, let's see who can get the win. I feel like Caleb Plant, just have a little bit more left in the tank than, will have a lot more left in the tank than Anthony Darrell, man. Anthony Darrell is 37 years old. Caleb Plant, he was on top of the world before he lost to Canelo Alvarez, man, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. And I don't see Anthony Darrell having enough, to defeat Caleb Plant. I see a unanimous decision win for Caleb Plant. Getting back to his winning ways. All right, let's get into the next fight I want to talk about. It's a 12-round contest of bantamweight. Bantamweight is 115 pounds. Bantamweight 115 pounds. Now, bantamweight is 118 pounds, if you didn't know. Sorry about that. It's between Gary Antonio Russell and Emmanuel Rodriguez. Gary Antonio Russell is 19-0, 12 KOs, 29 years of age. He's a southpaw. He stands at 5'7" with a 67-inch reach. He's from Capitol Heights, Maryland. His a key opponent he has on his record was his last fight. Their last fight. When he fought Emmanuel Rodriguez, August 14th, 2021, it was a no contest, no decision due to accidental clash of heads in the first round. Rodriguez couldn't continue. So, yeah, man, they're going to get back to it right now. Well, on Saturday. This is the first fight Gary Antonio Russell was having since the death of his father, man. He comes from the Russell family, Gary. They all they named Gary. So yeah, he got brothers and shit. But they come from that family, and a family with high. Everybody know the Gary Russell family. If you know, man, he got 3 brothers who box, man. A boxing family. And his first fight since the death of his father, man. So let's see how he, does in that circumstance. Let's get to his opponent. Emmanuel Rodriguez. Emmanuel Rodriguez is 20-2, 13 KOs. He's 30 years of age. He's an orthodox style fighter. He stands at 5'6" with a 66.5-inch reach. He's from Puerto Rico. His last fight was a first-round KO win versus Roberto Cantu, who was 22-3. Keys on his opponent, his losses came from Noi Inoue, Inoue was 17-0, and Raymort Gaballo, when Gaballo was 23-0. Noi KO'd him in the second round, and Gaballo, it was a split decision loss against Gaballo. I feel like Gary Antonio Russell, he's probably going to get the win in this fight, man. No lie. Like I said, man, they different over there, man. That family is different. I don't see Emmanuel Rodriguez having the skills necessary, to start playing Gary Antonio Russell, man. So, yeah, man, I'm going to get a win. Gary Antonio Russell, I say a unanimous decision win for Gary Antonio Russell, man. All right. Let's get into the next fight I want to talk about on Deontay Wilder undercard. It's a 10-round contest of heavyweight. Heavyweight is the big boys. It's between Frank Sanchez and Carlos Negron. Frank Sanchez is 20-0, 13 KOs, 30 years of age, orthodox style fighter. He stands at 6'4" with a 78-inch reach from Guantanamo, Cuba, but he's living in Miami. A key opponent Frank Sanchez had on his record was F.A. Ajaba. He scored a unanimous decision win versus F.A. Ajaba when F.A. Ajaba was 15-0, and that fight transpired October of 2021, man. And that fight really put Frank Sanchez on the map for me because F.A. Ajaba was a fucking monster, destroying everything in his path, KOing him. And, yeah, man, Frank Sanchez just showed him, man, you can't KO everybody, man. You know, there's levels to this shit. And he boxed the hell out of F.A. Ajaba, you know, and got him out of there. All right, let's get to his opponent, Carlos Negron. Carlos Negron is 25-3, 20 KOs. He's orthodox style fighter, stands at 6'6", with an 83-inch reach from Puerto Rico. But he's also living in Miami. But no lie, I haven't heard of this guy. I haven't heard of Carlos Negron. So you know, I have much to say about him. I feel like Frank Sanchez probably get him out of there pretty easily. No lie. But yeah, it's gonna be a good weekend of boxing, man. It's a busy weekend of boxing, nonetheless, but it's gonna be a good one. Freaking, I don't know why they be doing this, putting all the you know, on the cards on the same weekend, on the same night. Fuck the weekend. You know, we gotta make a choice what we gonna pick. We gonna buy pay-per-view, then we still gonna go to these other fights and look at other fights and waste pay-per-view money. God damn, it's a lot. You know, but no lie, I'm gonna watch all these fights. These are some good fights. I'm gonna buy that Deontay Wilder fight. And yeah, man, I'm gonna check it out, man. But yeah, man, nonetheless, man, like, comment, subscribe, all that shit, people. Rise World of Boxing. Yeah.